Drop a like in 5 seconds if you wish that there was a full main Easter egg quest on Classified that unlocks the Easter egg ending cutscene instead of having to force yourself to round 150.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here, and welcome back to an all-new Black Ops 4 Zombies video. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to unlock the classified Easter egg ending cutscene that begins playing on round 150. You'll spawn back into the map immediately as soon as the cutscene has finished playing. Now, recently, Treyarch have fixed the high round issues with Black Ops 4 Zombies, so you can get to round 150 on Classified pretty easily now without blue screening. Now, obviously, there is still a slim chance that you might blue screen because there are still bugs in the game, obviously, but just the chances are way lower than before, when before it used to be like a 1 in 1 billion chance, or at least that's what it felt like. Now, today I'm going to be showing you guys a really good strategy to unlock the classified round 150 ending cutscene. So, a lot of people have been posting guides with the shield strategy, where you simply camp with the shield. Now, this is classed as being quote-unquote legitimate, however it kind of is an exploit because of the fact that this was not intended to be in the game by Treyarch. They just didn't realize that using Stone Cold Stronghold combined with the shield and being able to constantly rebuy the shield would create a pretty easy strategy where you could just sit there for however long you want. And I guess it still counts as legit because it is not a physical glitch, it's just taking advantage of stuff that was an overthought by Treyarch. But today I want to show you how to unlock this instantly. You don't really have to do anything, you can just set up the game, leave your console on, and go ahead and get the classified round 150 cutscene. Now, I know this video might be a bit controversial, people might be angry that's using a glitch, because goddamn it, the zombies community in 2019 has goddamn gone to shit. Well, it's been pretty poor for a while anyways, but there's probably going to be a super Easter egg for the Ether storyline once all of the Ether storyline DLC maps are out, and with there probably being a super Easter egg, you will need the classified Easter egg completion that appears in the menu after you have unlocked the cutscene. And while some people just do not have the time, they do not have the patience to use the shield strategy, because it's not hard, you don't have to do anything, you just sit there. It's just that it takes a lot of time, and not only does it take a lot of time, it's very unhealthy, as it will take around 12 hours of you pretty much just sitting in your chair. So personally for me, I just don't see anything wrong with using a glitch to get this cutscene, because otherwise you are probably not going to be able to access the super Easter egg. And some people just like collecting everything within the game, they like to have 100% on everything, and people are going to miss out on this cutscene because they just don't have the time to spare to do this. Leaving your game on pause for long hours will cause you to blue screen at some point a lot faster, and it's just too risky. So I want to show you this AFK glitch today. I apologize for the long introduction, I just know there's going to be a lot of people angry, but at the end of the day, games are meant to have fun, and some people just want to have the unlock achieved. I just don't see anything wrong with it, in my own personal opinion. I think if you use logic, everyone wants to go ahead and get this, and finally we have an easy opportunity to do so. So take advantage of this whilst the opportunity is available, because Treyarch are bound to patch this very soon, so make sure you take advantage of this. So let's finally jump into the glitch. So this glitch was found by a guy known as Serial Glitches and also a guy known as Unique Gaming Productions. I will leave a link to both of their channels down in this video's description if you want to go ahead and check them out and subscribe to them. So I do just want to say that you will need at least 2 players within your game to do this glitch. However, once you have the glitch set up, the other players can leave the game so that the rounds take a lot faster. If you end up just staying within a solo game, the rounds will take around 12 hours to reach 150. If you're in a 2-player game, it'll take around 15+ hours. But if you do want to be in a solo game, make sure that they are the host of the game, because if the other person who leaves the game is host, obviously if he leaves the game will end. So the first thing that you need to do is, before going into your game, you need to make sure that you have the Ragnarok DG5s equipped as your specialist weapon, as that is what you are going to be using for this glitch. Both players within your game need to have frag grenades equipped to your class. Also, if you have the epic talisman known as Supercharged Crystal, which allows you to start the game with a level 3 specialist weapon, weapon, it is also recommended to equip that prior to starting the game. You don't have to equip it, but this will speed up the process a lot, as that will be one of the steps. You also need to equip the Nowhere But There elixir on both your class as well as your friend's class too, and two different elixirs that can help you out in your game too are the Power Kegs elixir, which will spawn a full power up which will recharge your specialist instantly, and another elixir which is recommended to equip prior to the game is also the Refreshment elixir, which will again recharge your specialist and your equipment, and also Dying Wish or any perks that need a cooldown. Once again, those two elixirs are not needed, but they are recommended as they will help you do this easier. If you want, you can also use the classic elixir known as Arsenal Accelerator, which will allow you to recharge your specialist weapon faster. With that being said, let's get into the tutorial. So as soon as you spawn into the game, do not open any doors on the map. You can't open any of them for this glitch to work at the start. You need one player within your game that is going to do the majority of the steps to earn 1,500 points. This is going to be the player that is going to get the unlimited Ragnarok DG5s. So if you plan on being in a 2 or more player game and you want them to leave the game after you have done this glitch, make sure that the host of the game who wants to get to round 150 is the character who gets the Ragnarok DG5s unlimited. So after this player has gotten 1,500 points, the other player within your game wants to run up to this door that you can see here, and he simply wants to down himself. Now, you can do this by letting a zombie hit you, or alternatively, you can just hold a frag grenade within your hand, but you need to down yourself whilst looking at this door. When you down yourself, your other player within your game then needs to use the Nowhere But There elixir. When you use the Nowhere But There elixir, it will teleport you behind the door from which this player downed. Now, there will be a death barrier here and you will start taking damage, so quickly run back to this door that you can see here to replenish health, as there is no death barrier here. Your friend then needs to crawl up to this door that you can see here whilst he is down, and then you need to quickly run without killing yourself from the death barriers up to that door where he is down and simply revive him. Then go back to this door to replenish your health. After you have done this, you need to quickly run over to the elevator's barrier and open it. Then quickly run back to the door to replenish health, as if you try to go any further you will die from the death barrier. Once you have replenished health, run back to the elevator really quickly. You need to be careful with this and purchase the elevator, which will take you down onto the second floor. So that is why this character needed 1,500 points to open the barrier and also the elevator. So after you are on the second floor, you simply need to down yourself. So this is why you needed a frag grenade equipped onto your inventory, so simply cook a grenade and down yourself. As soon as you have gone down, you need the other player that you revived in the spawn of the map. You still need to make sure that that person opens no doors. Well, they then need to use the Nowhere But There elixir, which will teleport him down onto the second floor with you. You will no longer be hitting any death barriers on the second floor. You will only hit the death barrier if you go back into the elevator. So do not go back into the elevator at any cost. It will just instantly down you and mess up your game. Now at this point, you can open any doors on the map apart from the spawn room. So you can open any of the doors to get to the power room within the lab section of classified, but you mustn't open any doors within spawn, as it will break this glitch. So once you have done this, you need the player within your game that is going to be getting the unlimited Ragnarok DG5s to earn a level 3 specialist. You can use the classic Arsenal Accelerator elixir to speed up this process, as that allow you to earn your specialist faster if you did not use the talisman prior to starting the game. This may take a little bit of time, but once you have a level 3 specialist, which is probably going to be the most lengthy part of this glitch, you need to make sure that your Ragnarok DG5s are full and ready to use. Once they are and they are level 3, go back to the elevator and take it back up. You will start hitting a death barrier. So what you need to do is, as soon as you are exiting the elevator, you want to pull out your Ragnarok DG5s, and when your health goes to around 15 to 18 HP, you then want to place your Ragnarok DG5s on the ground, and as soon as you place them, you will die almost immediately. That is why you needed your Ragnarok DG5s to be level 3, because you will only be able to place them down on level 3. This will glitch out your Ragnarok DG5 so that they are placed down in that position for the rest of the game. Once you have done this, the other player in the game simply needs to finish the round and kill the final zombie. So it is recommended to do this step at the end of a round. Obviously, I mean, pretty much all of these steps are recommended to do at the end of a round with just one zombie left. So once you spawn back in on the next round, once again again save a zombie at the end of the round. What you then need to do is you need to both take the teleporter to spawn. So wait for the chair symbol to show up. Do not take the elevator to spawn. Take the teleporter. You must take the teleporter, as obviously you haven't opened the doors where the elevator is, so you won't even be able to get back to the spawn room. So have your friend hold the zombie for you, and once again the player that is going to get the unlimited Ragnarok DG5s needs to stand as close to the teleporter as possible. What you need to do is you need to cook a grenade, and you need to wait for the grenade to tick for around 3 times and then wait around half a second before jumping into the teleporter. What will happen is that it will explode and kill yourself at the exact same time when you teleport, which will glitch out your game somehow, and then when you go through the teleporter you will instantly die. You will not be within last stand. You will start spectating the other player. This is probably the most difficult step. It may take a few attempts to get right, as often you will jump within the teleporter slightly before the grenade explodes, which will just cause you to teleport, but you can keep on retrying if that does happen. Just keep teleporting back to the spawn of the map. So just let your friend kill the final zombie once again, and if you have done this correctly, once again you will spawn back in on the next round, and you will now have God mode, where the zombies are incapable of touching you. If the zombies still hit you and you take damage, this means that you didn't do it right, so just keep on practicing the timing with the teleporter death. So after you have done this step, the other player simply needs to kill the final zombie, and if you have done this correctly, you will spawn back in within the spawn of the map, but you will now have God mode, and the zombies will not be able to hit you, they will not be able to touch you, they will not be able to damage you. In fact, they won't even run towards you. If the zombies still hit you / run towards you, it means that you didn't do it right, and you're just going to have to keep on practicing to get the timing right. If you have gotten the God mode glitch to work, you mustn't go within the teleporter, because that will glitch out your God mode and you will no longer have it. So do not go within the teleporter. You need to stay within the spawn of the map. Your friend can go in the teleporter, but you can't. And once again, do not open any of the spawn room doors. So you just need to now stay within the spawn of the map. And for the next step, what you need to do is you need to glitch out your Ragnarok DG5s so that they are unlimited. Now you will have noticed that within the prior step where you place your Ragnarok DG5s down whilst you are taking damage from the death barrier by the elevator, that after you are done that, your Ragnarok DG5s no longer recharge by earning points / killing zombies. So in order to recharge your Ragnarok DG5s, the only way to do this is by getting a full power up. So you can simply get this by just killing the zombies, and one will eventually spawn in, which will recharge your specialist weapon, or alternatively you can use the power keg elixir, which will spawn in a full power up, or once again alternatively you can use the refreshment elixir, which will once again recharge your Ragnarok DG5s. But once you have managed to get either or and your Ragnarok DG5s are full, this next step is a little difficult. Once again, it may take a few attempts to get it right, but it's not too difficult, and once you have mastered it, you should be able to do it on the first or second try every time. So what you need to do is you need to pull out your Ragnarok DG5s. As soon as you pull them out, you then need to press triangle as soon as you can see them to switch to your weapon. As soon as you switch to your weapon, you then need to pull out your Ragnarok DG5s again. You cannot do this too slow and you cannot do this too fast. If you do this correctly, you will go from seeing your Ragnarok DG5s to seeing your weapon briefly to seeing your Ragnarok DG5s again. And if you have done this correctly, it will glitch out your Ragnarok DG5s so that they will be within your hands forever, and they will be stuck within your hands. Now once again, this will take quite a bit of practice to get correct, but what you need to do is once you have managed to get the unlimited Ragnarok DG5s, you will be able to go within this spot within the spawn room where a pile up will formulate, where all of the zombies will run towards that spot. So if you are doing this within a 2, 3 or 4 player game, all of your other players within your game need to just bleed out, because to be honest, they don't even need to be in the game anymore. They can just keep on dying every time the round starts and just keep on letting all of the zombies run to this pile up spot, and you can just stand in this exact area that the gameplay in the background is showing, and it will insta kill all of the zombies / dogs forever. Now sometimes the zombies will glitch out where it'll take a while for them to die. If so, just move slightly forward, and you can activate the trap that is in front of you too to speed things up. However, you don't need to. You can now go to sleep, you can go to work, you can go to school, college, uni, whatever you need to do. You do not need to be on your PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. You can just leave your console / PC on, and you can just pretty much get to round 150 just like that. You don't really need to do anything. You can just leave your game, and you will hopefully be able to unlock the cutscene. Now, once again, if you want to do this within solo, the other players can simply leave the game if they are not the host. However, if you want to do this within a 2, 3, or 4 player game, the game is going to take a lot longer for it to finish, but you can do it. It will just take a lot longer. Once again, if you're in a solo game, it'll take around 12 hours. If you're in a 2-player game, it'll take around 15 to 17 hours, and if you're in a 3-player / 4-player game, it'll probably take a way longer. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, but it is possible. By the way, the point of doing this glitch for most people is just to get to the round 150 cutscene. No one cares about anything else. Also, make sure that you do not pick up any full power power-ups, because if you pick that up, it will glitch out your Ragnarok DG5, so the meter bar will start depleting again, and if it starts depleting again, you will need to glitch out your Ragnarok DG5, so you will need to earn another full power power-up to glitch them out once again. However, if you just stand within this exact same AFK spot where the pile-up is, you shouldn't run into this issue at all, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. However, if you aren't AFK for some reason and you're just going around killing zombies with your Ragnarok DG5 for whatever reason, then you might pick up a full power power-up by accident. I do also just want to say that do not at any point place down your Ragnarok DG5s or press the triangle button to pull them back out or anything like that, because if you do so, you will then need to glitch out your Ragnarok DG5s once again by collecting the full power power-up. So, sorry for the long tutorial. I just thought I would explain this glitch really in depth. A lot of other people have made very short tutorials, but I wanted to explain everything as clearly and as lengthy and as in as much detail as possible. So anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Black Ops 4 Zombies news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.